Hello, everyone. We are back. Nigeria is here.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again at another edition of our annual summit at the Blockchain Association Forum. And it's amazing the work that we have been doing over the years. Kudos to the team, and thank you for all of that great work, right? Yeah, so quick updates on what has been happening in Nigeria so far from the blockchain and the digital asset sector. Right now, we know the journey started with the National Blockchain Policy, of which a steering committee was set up for, and SEBAN was is a part of that steering committee for the implementation of the National Blockchain Policy. And that was one of the first remarkable strides that we made as a country. And then from the blockchain policy, we moved on to the new Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, who also is would I say a player, but he is somebody who has been interested in our sector, right? And he had his PhD thesis on Bitcoin, so he is very, very well versed with our industry. And so his coming in as the Director General for the SEC was very welcomed by every player and operator in our industry. And immediately he came in, he made bold his talk, declaring that he is interested in the digital asset sector and that he wants it to be fully structured and regulated properly, right? And he went about that, and they launched what we call the accelerated regulatory incubation program, ARIP, of which the first set of provisional licenses was issued to 7 organizations, ranging from digital asset exchanges, digital asset custodians, digital asset offering platforms, and the issuers, right? And so that program, they entered into a regulatory sandbox, and that sandbox is supposed to last for 12 months. They started last year and they are completing it in this year. Now, as we entered into the 2025, we had the Investment and Securities Act amended, and digital assets was put right under the purview of the SEC. So for the first time, digital assets in Nigeria, and that has opened up a lot of doors. And the SEC right now is working on the rules, for the guiding the digital assets sector. So that was another major stride that the industry has, recorded. And the new CBN governor also, remember that past CBN governor to transactions with financial institutions. So they issued a memo to financial institutions not to offer transactions to individuals and organizations that deal with cryptocurrency. And when the new CBN governor came, the Central Bank of Nigeria governor, he lifted that restriction and said that now banks can offer transactions to, others and entities that deal with cryptocurrency. We have also seen a move, to establish, a unified regulatory approach to, virtual assets, right? And we have also seen the FIRS, which is the Federal Inland Revenue Service, come up with some new, there was a new bill, which is the Nigerian Tax Administration Act. It's an amendment of the Nigerian Tax Act, right? So, and this new Tax Administration Act now recognize the cryptocurrencies and listed them as taxable, active. Right now, we're still engaging with them because we have also, put forward our case that is supported to grow, to innovate, than taxation is, the capital gain tax, and also there is a added tax, VAT to it. So all of those things are things that we are staging with them to find a way to solve the challenge. Of course, we within our ecosystem, and we are working with the regulators. We had also, collaborated with the NFIU, that's the the reporting for crypto exchanges and platforms in line with the travel rule, FATF, the and we are putting structures in place, and we are also getting our ecosystem players and participants to be more aware of the global standards and to align with it and make sure that Nigeria is one of the most compliant ecosystems assets, considering that we lead in Africa with the #1 spot, and also second option, it's something very important to us that it is done right, and we are, on the top of this with every partner and, participator and operator in the markets. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Obinna, uh, for updates from Nigeria.